And finally, this week we've covered Wii Sports, hammer throw and kendo in our alternative sports feature, and our reporter Jason White has had to wrap up warm for this one.
Today's alternative sport is skiing. I've not given it a try before, so let's grab this right here and see how it goes. With snow expected any day now, I've come to Gloucester to try and get one step ahead. I spoke to local instructor Christian Walsh to find out the benefits of the dry slope.
Well, it's easy to get into, it's enjoyable, but I suppose it's hard to pick up if you haven't got any balance. But if you've got good balance, you're in. It's mainly legs works with, but it's good anaerobic fitness as well.
It took a few runs to get to grips with the slope, but I had to have a go at one of the country's fastest growing sports. And all without falling over. And if I can do it, this is Jason White for GLTV Sport. This week we've covered everything from horse racing to archery in our alternative sports feature, and today I went to Bristol to try my hand at something a little more physical. Today's alternative sport comes from across the pond. It's fast, it's technical, and it's brutal. Like many people, American football is not a sport I knew much about. But here at the Bristol Aztecs, who are undefeated so far this season, the idea of plays, downs and sackings was surprisingly simple. Head coach and student Andy Morgan explained the appeal of the game.
I think it's something completely different to what they see on the TV normally. I mean, it's an American game, so it's completely out there. It's very brash. It's very team orientated, and there's a lot of responsibility that people have.
With American football becoming more and more popular, now's a great time to try something new. This is Jason White for Pitfall Sport. What a throw. That's all the sport from me this week. Now back to you, Dave and Nat.
Now maybe you've been thinking, why is the sport always the same? Well, Jason White continues our search for something a bit different.
Today's alternative sport teaches respect for the others around you, for the room itself, and importantly, for your opponent. And then you hit them with a stick. This is kendo, the Japanese martial art discipline that is designed to mould the mind and body. Respect and meditation play a key role, as club coordinator Chris Emery explains.
It's basically, well, the respect thing that you said, it all starts in the dojo, it stops in the dojo. All the fighting's there, it's done, all the bowing, focus-wise. It's just concentration. Obviously, as you're watching, you're going to get hit in the head with a stick if you're not paying attention.
Kendo is not a sport you can run in all guns blazing, but it certainly exercises your spiritual mind. This is Jason White, GLTV Sport.
And now time for something a little different. Our reporter Jason White continues our alternative sports week, and today he went to meet a British #1.
I'm here in Gloucester to meet someone who throws a hammer. No, not an angry builder, but Olympic hopeful Zoe Durham. So I asked her how she throws this 70 metres. Well, the simple answer is lots and lots of training. But where do you go and how do you start?
It's quite easy if you know where to go and where your local athletics club is, and if there's someone to teach you. But in that sense, once you're here, it's quite good. But I've been doing it 12 years now, so I've gone from 35 metres up to 68, so slow progression.
Break it down.
So then it was my turn, and it proved a lot more difficult than I imagined. This is Jason White for GLTV Sport.
Stop. Hammer time.
And all this week, our reporter Jason White will be out and about finding something different to do in our alternative sports feature. And today, I bumped into him just outside.
Today's alternative sport comes from our very own newsroom. It requires speed, stamina,
And a TV.
Go. Get in there. Oh, how unlucky is that?
Since being launched in 2006, the Wii phenomenon has swept the country, with many celebrities taking part in adverts. But move aside Jamie Redknapp, now it was our turn.
9, 10,
And so we wasted away the day, happily wondering how else we could play 5 different sports in one afternoon. This is Jason White for GLTV.
Alternative sport requires balance, stamina and strong thighs. Today's alternative sport is horse riding. It may not be the most obvious method of keeping fit, but a day in the saddle provides a great deal of enjoyment, and riding is an excellent way to keep fit whilst enjoying yourself. You don't need to have a key interest in horse riding to be able to appreciate the experience that horse riding brings. Riding is an activity that can be enjoyed on your own or as fun for all the family. Horse riding is available at attractive prices, with lessons and casual riding as cheap as £15. It may be a break from the norm, but it's a great way to enjoy the great outdoors and to keep fit. This is Toby Cudworth reporting for Pitbull Sport at the Equestrian Centre in Stroud.